Welcome to the THC Foodie, where we discuss the business side of cannabis and infused edibles. Today we're talking to Michael Silvia, the Director of Sales and Business Development for Isodiol. And in this episode, Michael talks to us about how Isodiol started, some of their most popular products, and how Isodiol's CBD products are different than some of the other CBD products out there. If you're interested in featuring your business, product, or event on our show, check us out at thethcfoodie.com or contact us at jt@thethcfoodie.com. This episode is not sponsored by Isodiol.
Correct. Yeah, Michael Silvia with Isodiol. I'm the Director of Sales and Business Development. We've been around for several years now. We've really only been doing significant business under this banner for about a little over 2 years, maybe about 2.5 years. But it's the company itself is about 6 years in the making. We were some of the first people to microencapsulate CBD and use them in transdermal and applications like cosmetics and skincare and whatnot. We're the first people to nano-amplify cannabinoids and make them water-soluble and dramatically increase their bioavailability. Many people are starting to realize that as beneficial as phytocannabinoids can be, our bodies just do not absorb them very well. In fact, depending on the method of delivery, meaning sublingual tincture, vaping, smoking, transdermal salves, edibles, you're usually looking at about a 6 to 12% absorption ratio. Sublingual tinctures are at the high end, where you usually get around 12%, and sometimes smoking and things like that is as little as 6% is absorbed. By doing things like nano-emulsification, which is a practice that's been around in the pharmaceutical and nutraceutical industry for a couple of decades, we can dramatically increase the absorbability to upwards of 100% bioavailability. So what we do is a lot of people get a little bit weirded out when they hear the word nano, right? Nanobots or nano this, and they get a little bit weirded out. But we're not changing anything. We're not changing the molecular structure of these cannabinoids. So, for example, cannabidiol is C21H30O2. We don't change that at all. We just changed how many of those C21H30O2 molecules cluster together in a particle. And once we can change that, the key, once we reduce it, we need to stabilize it, okay? And that's where I think Isodiol is sort of head and shoulders above many of the other companies that are out there dealing in phytocannabinoid products. We're able to actually stabilize our particle clusters, and our latest results came in around 16 nanometers, which is quite small, and it means it's really highly bioavailable. So what that means is a little bit of cannabinoids in this form goes an awful long way.
Can you tell me what your most popular products are right now?
We are probably on the bulk side of the industry best known for our pharmaceutical, pure crystalline. It has an incredible pedigree. It's one of the most used products in the world for cannabinoid research. It has some of the highest bioactivity, which is a little bit different from bioavailability. That has to do with how much, once it's absorbed, how much of it is actually being binding with the CB1 and CB2 receptors. So we're probably best known for that. This product is ISO 9001 certified, GMP certified, kosher certified, and the hemp that it comes from is European EcoCert organic certified. So there are very, very few sources out there that have that solid of a pedigree behind them. From the consumer product standpoint, we get a lot of interest in our water. There's more and more waters coming up on the market. For the most part, that's Isodiol manufacturing those labels for some other folks. But our CBD Naturals and hemp rainwater, which feature nano-amplified water-soluble CBD and terpenes, are extremely popular. It's one of our fastest growing product categories.
Do you have a product or business you want to share? We want to know what you have to say. Leave us a comment on our website at thethcfoodie.com or on Twitter at SafeTHCFoods.